The idea of mentoring goes back as far as the human race goes back. As soon as we developed language, those in tribes who grew to be an older age were revered for their experience. These tribal elders held on to the important knowledge that allowed the tribe itself to grow. Everything from hunting practices to crafts to building and looking after their families. But when the Industrial Revolution hit, things began to change. The elderly became less revered and more of a burden on society because they simply couldn't do the hard work required in the large factories that were being built or even the large agricultural areas that were being tilled and used to feed hundreds or thousands of people. But this is starting to change. Since the baby boomer population growth in the late 40s and 50s, we're seeing a shift to older generations as a part of our demographic. And when we seek out the opinions and advice of people who've lived a lot longer than us, or maybe have just done something in a role that we regard highly, the value becomes obvious. Now, what else has changed recently? Information used to be held between our ears. When we developed writing skills, then we could capture that knowledge in books. And now it's on the internet. All the knowledge we could hope for is at our fingertips. If we want to know how to make a bed to military standards, or we want to learn how to change the wheel on a car, all these things are just a tap away. So where is the value now in the experiences and the knowledge that people who've been around the industry longer actually hold on to? In my personal view, the value of the tacit knowledge that someone has because of their experience within one or more industries is so important to individual growth for those coming through the ranks, so to speak. A mentor is more than just a source of knowledge. A mentor is someone who cares and who can provide clarity to the expectations that maybe a newcomer to a role would not truly appreciate without their help. Following along a simple set of job guidelines will get you through the day, but having that tacit knowledge of where to go, who to see, how to deal with situations that perhaps you haven't come across before, these are all things that reside in the deep experience that someone who's been in an industry longer not only has, but probably takes for granted. So mentoring itself isn't a skill as such. It's more about your ability to communicate. So communication is the skill. In our program, Mentor in the Workplace, we look at how to reveal these communication skills in a multitude of ways, from dealing with conflict to helping someone with their own confidence and self-esteem. The benefits, therefore, are priceless. Having people within an organization who are not only valued by somebody, but also are learning about themselves and the way they communicate improves the culture of that organization and ultimately its productivity. So consider how mentoring can help you. Not just you personally as a potential mentor, but your mentee and your organization as a whole.